Hi. So I want to talk about what it's like to stay at the psychiatric wing or the behavioral health floor of the hospital. Now, I am diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder. Basically, I get these episodes where, you know, I I I go into like a mania and I have delusions of grandeur and I feel really good, but it's just not in reality. I feel I am well suited to talk about this topic because I have been to the hospital 7 times in my life, and each time was different. So, what's it like to stay at the behavioral health floor of the hospital? And here are my thoughts. Now, besides what I was going through personally, because you're not going to have the same exact experience as me, because I was going through an episode every time. So, apart from me, what is the hospital like? I loved it, pretty much every time. The staff there was great to me. Everyone, every time. I loved them. I frankly have thought of them as like a second family because they were so good to me and they were all so great. I have nothing but, a glowing review for them. And one of the best parts of going to the hospital was the people that I met there. People from all different walks of life in one enclosed hallway or wing together. One thing that we did in the hospital, or one thing that the staff does actually, is they put together groups where you can listen to music, draw, paint, express yourself, get creative. Or they had a gym, yes, in the hospital. They had a gym with a basketball hoop and all tons of games and stuff like that. And it was great. Now there were some people there, not the staff, but like patients, where we had our differences. I'm not gonna go into detail regarding that because it's my experience. You're not gonna have the same experience with people that are staying there. But mostly everyone was great. Food was fine. It was hospital food. Food was fine. I liked it. General stuff. Stuff like pasta, chicken sandwiches, chicken tenders, regular sandwiches of deli meat, hamburgers. You get the idea? The biggest thing about the hospital was they took care of me while I was going through things. Some people have this stigma, or when they hear psych ward, there's this negative connotation as to what it looks like. It's not a prison. You're not in cells. You're not handcuffed. You're not in a straitjacket in a padded cell. Now, I know that stuff exists in different psychiatric facilities, but this is the hospital where you go to get better. My stay at the hospital, each of the 7 times, was varying levels of time spent there. So the most time was a little over a month, the least time 2 weeks. Generally, I stayed there for like a month at a time. And not to get too personal, I guess, but I will say I was just diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder last year, and last year I was in the hospital 4 times. So it's like I started having this problem, and we were trying to figure out the best solution as to how to take care of me. So every time we changed medication and tested different things out until we got it right. Now I take an injection of a antipsychotic where, it keeps me in check. I don't have to take a pill. It lasts 2 weeks. Yeah, it helps. Overall, I have nothing bad to say about the hospital.